Hi everyone, welcome to my show. This wonderful cool fall evening we're working on a collected Prostrata juniper. This particular juniper was collected by me from a landscape in Victorville, California 7 or 8 years ago, and ever since then it's been growing in this large plastic training pot, basically waiting for me to get around to working on it. I successfully grafted Chinese juniper foliage on one branch, but the other 5 grafts didn't take, which means at some point I'm going to have to make a decision whether to make the bonsai out of the tree's original foliage or continue with the grafting process. But for now we're just going to pull it out of this pot, repot it in a deep bonsai pot to use for some more advanced training. So let's start by trying to rock this out of the pot here. We'll just rip the dead wood down at the base and pull it on out. You can see it's quite large and heavy. That's why I have it down low on a cart here. What we'll do first is rake out the soil, then we'll reduce the root ball, then we'll test fit it into the new pot and see if it fits, and then we'll bring it back down to do a little bit more work and get it to where it'll fit in the new pot. I'm just raking out the soil here, and in a minute I'm going to get out the hose and use a water jet to get farther into the root ball. This is the stub of a ground level branch that was on the tree when I collected it. I'm going to try to nibble it away with the cutter and hopefully get it, and if not, then I'm going to have to go get a pruning saw. Okay, it's starting to work free now. But I don't know if this was a branch at ground level or a root, but it was something that had to be cut off when I collected the tree. And there, that's off. And now we'll go back to cleaning and reducing the root mass. At this point we've reduced the root ball about as far as we dare, and it's now small enough for the tree to fit in its new pot. So we'll bring the tree up and place it in the new pot, which was already prepared earlier, and we're going to tilt it forward just a little bit. That suits the new potting position. We've got a few little roots that are going to stick out the back, but that's really not going to be a problem. And now we'll just backfill with soil, and in another video installment we'll address pruning and cleaning up the top. I'm just trimming a little bit of unnecessary growth here from various parts of the tree in order to minimize the transplant shock. And now we'll go back to backfilling around the edges of the pot. It's a little tough here because we've got a fairly narrow gap between the root ball and the edges of the pot. This is perfectly tolerable. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And a pot this size is necessary in order to maximize the dramatic impact of the tree's trunk. It's a deadwood, so it's okay to clean all the greenery off of it. anything that's on it that's no longer alive. Although this pot may look small, it actually has a lot of soil volume, which is why I've got to work at packing it all in there really good. We don't want to leave any air pockets for ants, earwigs, creepy crawlies, and other nasty bugs that can do damage to the tree. We're just going to water it, get the soil in nice and solid. If any floats off, that's okay. And then once we get the soil in good, then we'll water it a little more. We're going to have some that's going to wash over the sides. We'll do just a little bit of cleanup pruning here now that we have the tree repotted. Take off a few branches that are hanging down and are superfluous. And take off a little bit of excess growth. And we'll do this partly for the health of the tree, actually mainly for the health of the tree, because with a root reduction of this magnitude, you have to make sure that the amount of foliage is closely matched to the amount of roots so that the tree can support it. This is our future apex here, and we're going to be doing a lot of deadwood work on this tree in the future with this branch and parts of these others. So let's conclude our video now with a slow 360 of the tree. This is what I'm currently thinking of as the front of the tree, but that may change in the future. Thank you for watching, folks.